So a lot of you that know me from this channel probably know me as a guitarist. That comes from my mom getting an acoustic guitar for a present.
Oh, you mean a grandpa's guitars?
And me quickly after taking ownership of it. The interest of recording music started to develop. I had received a laptop. Learning about the upgrades and the deep, dark rabbit holes that you can find, I wanted to build my own computer and have the components that would assist me with being able to do things like record music and, you know, maybe play some video games too, because who doesn't want to do that? That turned into another collection era for me. Even just starting at the level of keeping boxes.
A cardboard box?
At the end of the day, it was to keep things safe, and you never knew what was going to happen, so it's better to have it available than to not have it.
Destiny?
I'm now at a point where I need help.
Stop it. Get some help.
And that's where D-Lock Design comes in. Now, just in transparency, I am affiliated with D-Lock Design as kind of the social media manager side of things, but I wholeheartedly believe in what has been created here. The way that I've been explaining it to people is comparing it to something like a pegboard wall. Pegboard works great in allowing you a surface to hang stuff on. It is pretty limited where you more or less need hooks to be able to hang things off of. Now with something like the D-Lock Design organization system, it's just the same thought process expanded. If you are somebody like myself who has just ventured into kind of the 3D printing, and especially with how readily available a lot of this stuff is, D-Lock Design can be a great option for you. Getting back to my problem, my main goal is to try to get rid of all of the boxes that I've accumulated over the years. There's a few ways to kind of go about this. First, you either need to know somebody or you need to have your own 3D printer. So let's get one of those. I'm not here to give you an instructional on how to do a lot of this stuff. D-Lock Design does have a YouTube channel that you can check them out. You can subscribe there. You can also subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, blah, blah, blah. What I want to accomplish with this video is the user end process of putting D-Lock components in your workspace. Whether your workspace is a garage, if you have a dedicated shop, if you're doing it in your bedroom, in your parents' basement, there's nothing that would stop you from using something like D-Lock Design. Being somebody who, although has a lot of hobbies and interests, I'm not a handyman in that sense. I'm not a woodworker. I'm not an engineer. I'm just a dude. And this dude wants to clean up all the storage boxes in his room. So let's do that. All right, I'm going to show you a mistake that I made. I've got a level here that shows that most of these are lined up pretty well. until we get to that piece. At some point, my measurement got askew. I'm about a hole's worth off on my measurement. I'm very confused with how that happened. I need to figure that out.
Eventually.
So I'm gonna be ending this video with a completed panel array behind me, but boxes still filled with the stuff that I wanted to get up on the panel array. Honestly, I have more questions than I do answers. From the previous clip and me having a misalignment issue, I did want to see what would happen if and when the layman kind of goes through the process with the D-Lock design, and we more or less just want to troubleshoot what issues might arise. If you think you know what happened, please leave me a comment. The other big reason that this is sort of being left on a cliffhanger is the way that I want to go about filling my panel array and with what components I'm going to be using. It's going to be different for everybody, which is a cool feature with the D-Lock design parts and components. You can set this up any which way you want. I'll show you a few things that I have printed right now that I'm still kind of in the process of blueprinting. I'm going to take my D-Lock design tool and just remove a panel quick. With this being one of the LS styles, it has the print in place holes. So you can see that some of these are removed right now. I can remove additional holes or add holes, I guess. And I'm going to use one of the connector pieces. You'll be able to find this on the D-Lock design site. This connector is a triple large snap connector. But what I'm going to be able to do is take something like the plier tool holder and connect it to these snap connectors and also allow myself to remove it. I've got my part installed. I'm gonna reinstall the panel. I can more or less take these pliers and take something like my tape measure. I don't see myself using it like this. However, because of the specific pieces that I'm using here, including these snap connectors, it would allow me to take something like the plier tool holder that was a 5-slot and just use this is a 1-slot plier tool holder. I can install that into the same spot, and now this could be a measuring tape holder. I still need to go through the process of figuring out what it is that I want to put up on my wall. If that's something that you'd be interested in the future, please let me know. I can make kind of a part 2 or a follow-up video once I have that completed. Otherwise, I think with what I have done, this is the starting point for anybody that wants to take advantage of a resource like the D-Lock design ecosystem. I'd like to get out more content like this in the future, so let me know of any questions that you may have that I could cover in more detail, as well as just with D-Lock design in general. On our website, we do have a feedback area where you can send us an email and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.